the one. Hey y'all.
Hey.
Good evening, good afternoon, hi.
Good morning, wherever y'all at in the world. What time is it there? Oh, okay. Well,
No, there's half left. Okay. It's like one fourth left.
I am not drinking.
right. She got water in her cup, y'all.
Yes.
Water in a cup. Anyway, mamas, we made it. It's been
Welcome
how many
back.
weeks?
Right. It's been several weeks.
3-ish weeks.
Welcome back to another episode of Mamas We Made It.
Mamas, we made it with Britt.
Denise.
And C. Marie.
Period. Yeah. So we are having a little bit of a serious episode today during this month of, first of all, September. Shout out to all the Virgos.
Shout out to all the Virgos. Right, where the celebration? We're gonna drop on the clues bombs for the
Shout
Virgos.
out to all the Virgos. The September
Drop
Virgos.
on the clues bombs for the Virgos.
Drop it for us. But no, September is not only my birthday month, but September is also Suicide Awareness Month. So we thought that it was appropriate to make our episode today a mental health focus. So just to kind of reintroduce the podcast, because I know some people have had questions about the participants of said podcast, because me and Candace are mothers and Denise is not. But two aspects here. So those of you that are not mothers, welcome still. Because everybody has a mama, right? And everybody is going through the trials and tribulations. And I know y'all done heard the slogan, the saying, like, mamas, we made it, or mama, we made it. However y'all want to phrase it. So that's really what the podcast is about. It's not just about mothers, people that have children, but everybody is included, and just trying to make it, because it is hard out here.
We all trying to make it, okay?
We rich, okay?
Right. Trying to make it out here.
Trying to make it.
So yeah, our focus today is mental health for Suicide Prevention Month. We really want y'all to tap in, participate, tag some people, so we can get this thing going. And we love reading comments. So
yeah, if y'all have questions or comments, I'm looking at them.
Comments, inquiries. We do want to give a trigger warning because it is Suicide Prevention Month. That is what we are going to be talking about, asking questions about, kind of delving in a little deep. So just a trigger warning for everyone watching, listening.
Right. Trigger warning. It's a safe space here.
Yes.
Anything that y'all share, we have fun and all that, but literally it's a safe space. Comments, questions, concerns. Let's get a conversation going so that we can have a good suicide prevention.
Heavy on the prevention.
Heavy on the prevention. So again, it's been 3 weeks since we were last on here. What have y'all been up to?
Well,
I don't know what day it is. Y'all start.
Family and Friends Fest was a time. Shout out to Martin and the guys.
And was
Martin, Uncle Lou, Kissy with
Rachel
a Y.
husband.
Right.
Rachel.
Tootie. I think it was two other guys. I'm not really. P. A couple other guys I'm not really too familiar with. But shout out to the guys. Family and Friends Fest was a time.
It was a legit family reunion.
It was. Everybody was cousins. The 40 was worth it. Okay.
Yeah.
The 40
Catch
was
that
worth
next
it.
time if y'all missed it.
Listen,
if y'all was there, y'all know it's a vibe.
If you know, you know.
Period.
Then we went to the Love Baddies pool party. Shout out to V Taylor.
We did.
That was nice. Black owned estate, mansion estate with all
it was
that
a mermaid.
Right.
A mermaid.
Shout out to Rashawn. One of my favorite print models. Shout out to Rashawn.
What would you call it? A food?
Charcuterie board with the charcuterie board.
Charcuterie.
A real life actual charcuterie board. It was coochie on the table, y'all.
Wait, what?
It was a real life model. It was real life. She had
with
fruit
and stuff.
And the
Nice.
petals and stuff covering all the unmentionables.
Yeah,
she was cute.
Did somebody eat it off of her?
I don't know.
Was taking it
By
off.
the time I got there, I didn't even know that there was a person on the table. I seen somebody video later, like,
no, not the whole.
She was there for a while.
I'm like,
apparently,
she was there, she was there for a long while.
Yeah, I missed that part.
But she got paid for that.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
I'm crying.
She said, hire C. Marie to just be the charcuterie model.
Please.
Yeah. What you do?
I had a lot of birthdays.
And more to come.
Going to birthday parties, planning birthday parties for my kids that weren't supposed to be birthday parties.
And always end up being birthday parties.
Yeah. And working and eating and sleeping. I went outside, but I'm outside today.
And if we outside after this, where y'all at? Let us know in the comments where y'all going if y'all going outside. Is that my cousin? Cousin! I see my cousin watching y'all.
Oh, I'm like, where?
Cousin.
I don't think we can see who's watching.
You can see who comment. Yeah, comment.
She said, "Hey, cousin."
What did I do?
Oh yeah.
I can't keep up with the days, honestly. Well, yeah, I was at the picnic, the pool party. It's been real busy this last week or so with my business, so that's a really great thing. Preparing for next week. The competition that I won last year is happening again this year.
Shout out to Brit. She's a judge this year. Yeah, so she won last year and she's a judge this year. Shout out to Northwest Side Partners.
Near West Side. Near West Side Partners.
There you go.
You said north. North Side. I see what you got to do there. Yeah, so I'm prepping for my birthday week. Yes. So stay tuned for the next episode when we find out what happens, how things went with my birthday.
Who got drunk first?
Listen,
it ain't gonna be me.
Right, my birthday. First. I think Tia's birthday will probably be before our next episode.
Mm-hmm. Yes, a lot of birthday shit happening. Shout out to Tamisha. She's celebrating her birthday today.
The baddest baker.
Okay?
The baddest baker.
A little razzle dazzle.
Just a little razzle dazzle. Y'all know she don't do too much. Just a little bit of razzle dazzle.
Shout out to her, my fellow Virgo. Period.
Yeah, so she celebrated she's celebrating her birthday tonight. So we outside.
Outside.
We all was like
okay. All right,
shout
moving on.
For the, background song.
CDR podcast.
Oh, I get it.
We didn't even hear what it was. We just heard you be like, nah. Right. Oh, yeah, I do. We are young and are. Except for Candace.
Listen. A lot of drunk nights. Ending that with that song.
All right, so let's get into what we came here for. Again, mental health is the focus of this episode. And I guess we can start off with talking about or sharing what some of our challenges are right now. And again, it's gonna get real deep, real personal. It's a safe space, all of those things. What are some of y'all struggles? What are y'all dealing with? What do y'all need help with? Because if y'all have been seeing a lot of the posts that have been going around since the beginning of Suicide Prevention Month, it's, oh, this person posted this. Nobody reached out.
Right.
This person called and said this. It got overlooked. So what are y'all going through, dealing with? What do y'all need help with? What are y'all biggest struggles right now? Not just because it's Suicide Awareness Month, but or just in this month, but in general.
And also, I would like to say that as in general, like as a people, when somebody says that I'm struggling, I need help,
take it seriously.
We need to stop just saying, you got it, be strong, it's
right.
gonna get better. Those comments don't help. If someone says, I'm struggling, I need help.
But not to discourage people from doing that, though, because that's a start.
Yeah, okay, that's a start.
It's for sure a start.
It's encouragement, but I need y'all to follow up on that. Comment on Facebook, on Instagram, on Snapchat, TikTok. I need y'all to follow up on that. Like, great. I appreciate the encouragement, or they appreciate the encouragement. But also after that, stay strong. You got this. Pick up the phone. Send them a message.
If you know them personally, right?
Right. Like, do. Let's have some action behind our words, is what I'm saying.
And take the help.
Right. That's also true too. That's also true for those of us who may be struggling. We also have to learn to. Yeah. We also have to learn to accept the help when someone is reaching out. Oh, I saw your post. Is there something I can help you with? Or not even, is there something I can help you with? Because I know a lot of times we don't know what we need help with. We just know that we need help. So it's, you want me to come and sit with you, or, like for us, we are all know each other, been each other. How you want me to come sit with your kids while you go take a nap? Like,
right.
Like their mother.
You've never offered me that, by the way. I just wanted to put that out there. Don't
Girl,
force it.
fuck you.
Offering services to the
probably
public.
she
She's offering to me.
waiting for this
Come
moment.
on now, be for real. But no, seriously,
Like especially new mothers
Sis always
who
helping my kids,
are going through postpartum depression that can last up to 5 years. So
talk about it. And
So-
shameless plug for Ceylani Skin and Wellness right there, because that's literally like the backstory of my business. I didn't realize I was experiencing postpartum depression until Mercedes was like, hell, 2. And that was after I had already
Leilani.
been experiencing it with Leilani
Right.
and just not knowing what it was, what it looked like, what these symptoms were. So that's what, 4 years that I had been
Right.
feeling some type of way and not even able to explain what it is.
yeah.
So that's a big thing too. But I started receiving the services that I now offer, and I offer them because it's like I see what it did for me mentally, physically. So find things that can help you through periods of, and try new stuff too, because a lot of us will get comfortable just sitting in the house.
correct.
I don't want to do anything.
I don't
I'm
feel
depressed.
like it.
Yeah.
I'm tired, and that's all fine and dandy. But also, if nothing
Mhm.
else, just go outside and get some sunlight.
Yeah.
If nothing,
My
if
favorite
nothing
thing to
else,
do.
just go outside
Ground
and let the-
yourself.
let the
Cartwheels
sun hit you.
outside.
Right. Just do something. That vitamin D is important. You can't get no vitamin D sitting in the house, fam. Like I
Well.
understand you don't.
All right.
I thought it, but she said it.
That ain't healing nothing. That's probably part of the problem.
That's how you got into postpartum depression.
Exactly.
No,
Or
for
depression
real.
in general.
Right.
Okay. Let it go. Find you something else to do. Go do some cartwheels and get outside.
Right. Outside.
meditate.
Do cartwheels
Go touch some
outside.
grass.
Yes.
Touch some grass. Like
Yeah,
Mhm.
I do that at work sometimes. I just go outside and stand in the grass and I just stand there. Like, and it feels good. I take my
Yeah.
shoes off and I
right.
just
Literally
rub
touch-
my feet in the
touch some
grass.
grass.
Mhm.
Yes.
'Cause
Yeah.
some people ain't gonna get on my nerves. I already mad. I gotta go.
Listen, okay? Getting up to go to work and then being there for 8 hours.
Yes, that can cause depression.
It can.
I've been there.
Mhm.
Burnout, being just a burnt out employee.
Over it.
Burnt
Yeah.
out person in general.
Correct.
Like, that's my struggle right now.
And then
I'll get back to the
being-
topic of that, like managing work
Yeah.
slash businesses,
Household, right.
kids,
All
your
of the
household,
things.
like I guess I won't even say societal expectations because I don't really care about that, but some people do
Yeah.
feel like the pressure of what other people think or how people feel like you should be handling the situation. And you got to find what works for you.
And I would definitely say being a single mother, because there is a negative look at single mothers, like, well, how did you end up there? Why don't you have a man? You know, like, oh, you having another
And-
kid and you're still single, like, so
And also, people can be in whole relationships or whole married and still be a single parent.
right.
Hello?
Man,
Because that opposite person is not doing
ain't
their
doing
fair
that
share.
god
So-
dang thing.
Just there.
So like, even though you see that somebody is married, you automatically think, oh well, that person grew up in a 2-parent household. They got
Not
their
that
mama
depressed
and the daddy.
home.
I was about to
at
say that was
home,
the
like,
most depressed I've been. Like, golly. Thank
they,
you for growth.
And that
mama
rubs off
and
on the
daddy.
kids,
rubs
and the
off
kids
on the
grow up to be
kids.
a little off.
So let's not
Yeah.
let's not shame the single mothers because they actually
Mhm.
probably are doing more good than harm by being a single mother because
Right, you
Yeah.
got away.
with that other person in the home, it was
Yep.
probably doing more harm than good.
That's
Mhm.
part of my struggle too, for sure. Like trying to create like a framework for success, I guess. Like parenting your kids in a way that you feel is going to make them successful, and not even just like, I don't know, school wise, but you want your kids to grow up to be good people,
Right.
Like, so you
Mhm.
have to give them structure. You have to give them
Nurturing.
nurturing. You have to help them, I don't even know what to say, like develop into their own beings as
Right.
kids, and
Right.
also
allowing
prevent
them to be a kid.
allowing them to be a kid that is their own person, and
Right.
preventing like the transfer of like the generational curses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we're still learning too
Well,
as mothers.
I grew up, my mama beating the hell out of me. I can beat the hell.
Yeah.
I grew up okay. I
Right.
turned out okay, so I
Did
can beat
you?
the hell out of my kid. Like, no, that's not. Just because you grew up okay, are you really okay though?
Right.
And is that the way that you want to
Parent
your
kids.
children?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna touch on this real quick too. So again, I really like the fact that Denise does not have children because it's versatile in the sense of like the perspectives. The what? Perceptions.
Oh,
Perspective.
I'm like
That's the one.
perspective.
It's perceived as. Yeah, different
You trying to use
perceptions.
big words and fuck up.
Right.
Right.
Audacity.
I'm educated. Right. Authentic city.
All right.
But no, it's a big thing. And I told her this earlier too, that I wanted to touch on this for real because as mothers, let me bring that back. As people on the outside looking in, it's like, okay, they have children, and not just us specifically, but y'all have children. So y'all are struggling because of this. The people that don't have kids, they feel like, what's this got to worry about? What's this struggling with?
Very
like
much
she ain't
so.
got no
People-
kids, she ain't got to worry
on the
about school,
outside,
she ain't got to
yeah.
do this.
People
Like
on
that
the
don't mean you
outside
can't just
looking
have
in,
issues.
You don't got no kids. Why you depressed? Well, you don't got no kids.
Right.
Why you ain't got no money? You don't got no kids. You don't.
Yeah, my
You
business,
don't-
first of all.
Very much so in my business.
Very much in my business.
But also, just because I don't have kids doesn't mean that I don't have other shit weighing on me
Right.
other than having to take care of another human being, not to discredit any parents, because again,
It's
Mhm.
just the
another-
added stress that was
right,
already there.
like that's another
stress that was
whole
already
human
there.
being or beings that you have to take care of, worry about, mold, raise, all of that stuff. However, just being a human being in general is enough.
or people be like, you too young to be stressed out. What is the age limit?
Oh
What is
my
the
gosh.
age
I just got told that
You
what
too
like a
young
year
to be
ago. Like I'm
depressed.
about to be 40 then. What?
What is the age for depression? Or
You can come
young
out
to be
depressed. Like,
no,
Listen,
it's
listen.
proven facts.
right. Baby
Like-
stressed out, okay?
Stressed out from the womb because
Right.
the pregnancy was
Yeah.
not great.
Yeah.
The mother was stressed during her pregnancy. So, i.e., when the
Mhm.
baby is born, the baby is now stressed because
Right.
they had to endure that whole stress the 9 months.
Yep.
No age limit.
Right. So, yeah, as a single person, human being.
Oh, yep. He brought up a good point too, talking about how some parents are not good parents,
right.
which could also lead to, even as adults, your parents could still be
Rub
part of the
off
reason
on
that you
you,
fucked
yeah.
up.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Some parents, that whole, well, you can't cut your mama off. That's still your mama. You can't cut your daddy
Yeah, I
off.
really
That's
don't
still
like that.
your daddy. You not supposed to. Your family
Your mama
is all
toxic.
that you got. Your family is all that
I could love you
got.
from a distance. Like,
Yes,
Very, very
absolutely
far
can,
away.
Because my mother may be the reason that I'm depressed.
Right.
My father might be the reason that I'm
Mhm.
depressed. So me separating myself from them,
Creating
can-
boundaries.
correct.
family is
Maybe-
always gonna be family. Like,
Like,
what does that
okay.
even
It
mean?
ain't.
They can be family over there.
Right.
I don't have to have a conversation with them every day. I don't have to see them every day for them to still be family. We're going to be
Yeah.
related regardless. but I don't
That's
have
the
to-
thing.
I
We're
don't
going to
have to
always
talk
be
to-
related.
Correct, but I don't
Right.
have to talk to them.
Right.
Yeah, that's a big thing too. Like, do what's best for you. Do
Right,
what you
so
need to
y'all-
Keep
do.
your peace.
Because you might be the one that can
Correct.
break away and really
Talk
come
about
back
generational curses
and change the
because
trajectory because you took the time to heal, as
Yes.
opposed to staying in the
So
toxic ass
now
cycle.
their parent was toxic. So now they're toxic, and now they're passing that toxicity on to you.
It ain't making it to my kids.
And hello,
it ain't.
the curse stops with
It
me.
stops here.
The generational curse can be broken. It ran through your family until it ran into you.
Hello.
Okay, so you don't have to continue to talk to your mother, talk to your father, talk to your uncle. You don't have to. You don't have to. Creating boundaries, keeping your peace.
Yep.
I've always been a runner of the family, and I used to think that was a bad thing because people made me feel bad about it. Like, you don't never answer your phone. You don't
still
never
don't.
blah blah. Yeah, I don't. I do a lot better though. I wouldn't answer my phone at all. I would look at it like, I mean, I still do that, but not as much. I answer sometimes, but I needed my peace. Like,
Mhm.
when people would call me, it was always, you knew they was calling you about something, either
Right.
something negative,
Not to check on me.
right, not to check on
to-
me. Hey,
You
Yeah.
got $5 that I can
Hey,
borrow?
Ree.
right. Can you
Can
you
Ree,
pick me
Can
up?
you come get me? I need you to take me to here, and then they get in the car. And it's 5 different places. Well, since we, can you also take me here? And I need to be dropped off over here. Like that's not where I
Denise just
picked
got
you up
triggered.
from. I'm sorry, what?
Just got triggered.
That quick. That quick.
But yeah, so that's why I didn't answer. But now it's people that actually call and just want to talk. So I answer a lot more.
Period. Anything else that y'all want to add? I know I said my stuff, like what y'all struggling with.
Right now I'm just struggling with trying to maintain gainful employment while
What is
also
this? What is the gainful part? I'm not aware of that. What is
the security of the every 2-week paycheck.
That's what gainful means.
Right now, yes.
Oh, okay. You always
this
saying, I'm like,
moment-
what is gainful
in
employment?
this moment, yes.
What am I
the
gaining
security-
from here?
Still
Security.
Okay,
Security of the every 2-week paycheck.
got you.
There you thank you. Mental stability of the every 2-week paycheck. Because
Okay.
other than that, it's not stability at all.
So work is
It's not-
stressing you out.
It's
Okay.
not mentally stabilizing at all.
Maintaining gainful employment.
And
else?
also no.
What?
No.
Close the curtain.
Some people kill themselves if they losing their job.
True.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
That is very or others.
Or harassment.
I'm like, or others
It's
come
so
back and
work
back,
harassment
yeah.
too.
work
harassment.
Yeah.
or you struggling to maintain a job and sustain in life.
Correct.
And you don't feel like you have other options besides working that
this
job where
dead-end
you're not getting
job.
anywhere.
Right.
So yeah, that's a
Right.
big thing.
And that's what I was also going to
Man.
say as well.
Yikes.
So maintaining the security of the every 2-week paycheck at my job while also in the infantry stages of being an entrepreneur. Right now it's all ideas, but these ideas need to be put into action and very
Mhm.
soon. So
So working a 9 to
managing
5,
both.
then coming home working 5 to
5 to
9,
9,
basically.
Right.
correct. So
Felt.
doing both at the same time, and it's like now I would rather be a full-time entrepreneur, but
Man.
and in an infant stage, that's not possible and still maintain my bills. I'll
Yeah.
be homeless
Man.
or living with Brittany and her kids. So
Homeless. No, I'm just like,
Just so we all homeless.
just like I'm just playing. But no, those is real life scenarios. There's so many people
And
that feel like they gotta
i.e.
work.
don't have kids, but still, could be on the verge of depression because trying to work, trying to get a business off the ground, trying to maintain mental stability. Okay.
Mhm.
So, work is stressing me out.
Yeah.
Then I have to come home and put more brain power into this entrepreneurship that's very just budding. It's only ideas right now, but ideas that need to be put into action. So
Mhm.
creating game plans to put them into action, how soon they need to be put into action can all cause depression.
I was gonna say, how depressing can or would it be, just thinking in general, like for you to be working on a business, and let's say that it's out of the beginning steps, you have been in this business or entrepreneur owning the business for years, and then it is no longer successful.
Right.
That could definitely cause depression, especially if
Correct.
you've created it so that this is your main source
Mainstream
of income.
Correct.
Because then you got to think about, do I got to go back to a 9 to 5 job?
Exactly.
Like after I've been doing this
Starting
for so
all over.
long.
I've been an entrepreneur for 5 years. Now all of a sudden,
My
whatever
business,
happened, my
yeah.
business has, I won't even say failed because you did it, so it's not a failure.
Right.
Right.
Lessons learned.
But your business has
It's
now
not successful.
ended. Right.
Yeah.
Success is
It's objective. It's objective.
Success is
Financially
subjective.
sustainable. Your
Great,
business
there
is
you
no
go.
longer financially sustainable.
Correct. There we
Okay.
go. So now
Words
you don't
are
have
important.
that income that you had from your business. Now you're
Trying to
only
figure it
breaking
out.
even to pay your business bills.
Mhm.
You got
So you don't have
employees,
anything.
possibly.
Right.
You might have rent or
Business
whatever on the
insurance.
space, insurance, all of the things. Some similar things that you will be paying at your house, a
Correct.
mortgage or rent,
Right.
Yeah.
utilities,
Right,
car
all of
notes, all
that.
of those things.
All
And you
of
may
that.
have both.
All of that
As an
while
entrepreneur.
and maybe have, like she said, have an employee. So now you
Yeah.
got to worry about letting your employees go.
Yeah.
Worrying about now this is how they feed their family. So now not
Mhm.
only is this affecting you, now it's affecting other
Multiple
people.
people. Right.
Yeah.
That can all be depressing. And then like Candace was saying, going back to a 9 to 5, having to get
that
a
you
job.
worked your hardest to get out of.
Right. Work
It's a rat race.
Yeah.
very
But I
much
think
in
what
some
some people
instances.
will.
don't do, I won't say all people, is rebrand or scale back. You know, they just want to give up. You know, when they go through that, and sometimes that's your time. Like, okay, now I need to move on to
Redirect.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I will say shout out to
Mhm.
Rashad Howard. First of all, congratulations to him.
Congrats.
He just won money from
Yeah, I be
98.3
hearing that.
to
Mhm.
for advertising dollars. So
Period.
congratulations to him. Drop one of Clues bombs for that.
Pew, 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 pew.
Oh, we got applause too. But yeah, so
Y'all check out Fruition at the Concordia 27 building.
period. Fruition in KE. But yeah, shout out to him because he is right now, in my opinion, the king of
I'm about that man
rebranding.
resilient.
Okay,
Like-
like the king of
Rebranding.
He
He said
has
up and work.
rebranded.
right.
He has
Changing this.
rebranded on many occasions and is still an entrepreneur.
Still standing.
Right. He do all of the things. King entrepreneur, okay? King
Mhm.
That's what's
rebranding all of the things. So yeah, shout out to him because
Shout out to all the business owners
Correct.
that's
All
trying
the
to make it.
business owners,
Yeah.
entrepreneurs, anybody who's even thinking of being a business owner, okay?
Yes, it ain't
Because that shit
easy.
ain't easy.
Right. All right. What about you, Ree?
Well, what am I struggling with? I went back to work. That's a struggle because I was planning on being retired by 40.
Resilient. So resilient. Rebranding. You got to rebrand.
Right. So, but I will say it's a job that's not stressful. It's just I'm not being around people in the office. You know, you got to put on that smile and just
No matter what.
right, and them just being like, "Is everything okay?" Like,
You said, no, I'm
yeah,
here. Actually,
you know, like I'm not depressed, but I just really don't really feel like talking today.
I
So-
will say that that's one thing I do like about my job is that even though I have gone back to working in the office, I really just be in my cubicle and nobody says anything to me.
Girl, I got somebody in the
So
office with me.
I
Good.
definitely appreciate that, just being in my own little space at all times because I don't want to talk to y'all.
Just don't, and this is not even being funny, but I would laugh at everything, so it's really not being funny. Like, just don't end up like the lady that was working at Wells Fargo.
yeah, for
because
sure.
that could not
Oh
be
my
beneficial
gosh,
working
right.
by yourself. That's a prime example, though, of like what
Yeah.
you're saying. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes you like, I just want, and obviously, well, we don't know. I don't know what the reason or cause of her death was,
Right.
but she's like,
A
and it might not
Friday-
even be by choice,
Friday
but she's
to
off to
Monday.
herself, not
Yeah.
surrounded by anybody, and died by
at the
herself.
job, right, and wasn't found
At
until
work.
4 days
At
later.
work. Died by herself. That's a prime example of
Yeah,
having support,
correct.
having people that's gonna check on you, having a community, a network, something.
Yeah,
and
because
not just
how nobody like
said nobody
For
knew
days.
anything. Nobody said anything.
she
I
might have
haven't
lived by
heard-
herself.
I haven't heard
or-
from her nothing.
Okay,
Like,
so with that being said, I saw this post floating around social media. If you were to cut your phone off for a week, besides your
Oh.
kids, obviously, but if you were to cut your phone off for a week, who would come looking for you?
Who's supposed to answer?
Yeah, that wasn't rhetorical.
Listen, my
I
mom
know
gonna
for
find me the
sure
same day.
Britt gonna come.
You said work.
Candace.
Listen,
My auntie, right?
Candace.
My
She answered the
auntie,
phone.
she texted me this morning like, I'm assuming you spent the night at your dad's house. Like, oh my God, yes.
Either I will be calling her or she be calling me because she's like, where is Candace?
Right, Taylor.
Yeah.
it's going to be like you said. My mama gonna find me the
My
same
mama
day.
gonna find me the same day.
Because
And
my
I'm not
mama-
even lost. She's still gonna find me the same day. Like,
Exactly.
my gosh.
Exactly. So if it's not my mama, it's gonna be Britt. But at this point, it's probably gonna be a tag team because my mama
And
gonna
Trey
call
coming
Britt.
too.
Right. Trey gonna pull up too. It's gonna be a tag team.
Her mama
gonna
had me
call.
searching for her on Christmas Eve when she was off being fast, y'all. Okay. Literally calling me, I can't find Denise. And blah, me, Robert got like, we gotta go find Denise, y'all. Like, in the middle of the Christmas Eve party. Like, she
I
called me
just-
hello.
Right. I was so confused. Like, I left my phone in the car.
Get
What?
y'all some people that's gonna come looking for
Yes,
y'all. And if they ain't
absolutely.
coming to look, they ain't y'all people.
They're
Period.
My mama gonna call Britt. Britt gonna call Trey, and it's gonna be a
Mhm.
whole APB
Hey,
searching the
Crystal.
whole city.
Yeah, like
So yeah, I definitely
Get y'all
got
some
people that's
people.
gonna come looking for me. And
Yeah,
whether I'm at work, they gonna call my job like, did Denise come to work today?
right.
Used to calling a job for me. Like,
I'm like, that's gonna be my mama.
I'm like, I ain't calling a
I
job
know you're
because
not close, but that's gonna be
you
my mama.
likely to not be there.
Exactly.
That's not the place I'm calling.
very
Because she ain't
likely.
like that anyway. So.
Exactly. So
calling.
be the last place that if I'm trying to hide, it'd be the last place I'm gonna hide at. The fuck.
I'm crying.
Well, going back to working.
Oh yeah, but yeah, that's what I'm.
We got ADHD.
That's what I'm. That's what I'm struggling
Attention
with.
span of flies.
Going back to work and
Goldfish.
still wanting to be an entrepreneur because that is my biggest dream. But I got so much stuff going on right now. So it's just like trying to balance it and my kids.
Hey, Ship.
And yeah.
Hey, girl. My favorite. Shout out to Ship.
Shout out to Ship. Shout out to Ship and Control C.
Control C.
Go visit
Building.
them at Ambition MKE.
Yep, love her. Yeah, it's a lot.
It is.
It's a lot going on. You said something that made me think of something else, but I didn't want to answer up. I can't think of what it was. You was talking about going to work. I was talking to people. Maybe it'll come back. I don't know. It's one of those days.
But well, not moral of the story, but circling back, you don't have to have kids to be depressed.
You don't.
Like
Yeah.
depression comes in all shapes, sizes.
It does, because even having kids, and related to what you're saying, some people will be like for me personally, and this is gonna get into like the deep question that's coming up next. But me personally, I do a lot of the stuff that I do, or I don't do a lot of the stuff that I do because I have kids. So the people that don't have kids, again, it would be the question like, well, what you blah 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 blah. But what about the ones that are so depressed that they end up committing suicide and they have kids?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, you know how dark of a space you have to be in
Right.
to feel like your kids potentially will be better off without you.
Right.
Shit, can I
Crazy.
ask why you don't think you'll be looked for? I mean, we just
we coming to look. You just made that post like last week about you.
Exactly.
We gonna pull up for shit.
With the crazy ass Uber driver. Like,
We do not play about you.
like
what?
we just had the whole little moment at Aji's party. You said you built a community in Milwaukee. You're not even from Milwaukee, but
And
you built a community in Milwaukee, so you know
straight
people
family.
Look for you, okay?
Coming to look. We definitely coming to look.
Tear the city up about Ship, okay?
Yes, for anybody that would think that way, like, connect with us. We ain't even like that.
For
like,
real.
create your community, find your
Create
people.
your family, okay?
Yes.
You might not have any family in Milwaukee. Create your family.
They're
okay?
supposed to be on social media like, looking for friends.
Found them.
Found
Hi.
them. Sometimes you have to do stuff like that, though, honestly. Like,
For sure.
Yeah.
you can peep genuine people. It don't gotta be somebody that you done been friends with or cool with for years. You can genuinely meet somebody. Our cousin.
Hello. Shout out.
We met our
shout out
cousin
to,
last week, y'all.
Shout out to Polish by Lavana.
Come on now, cousin.
Okay,
Like,
because
we met our cousin last week, and that's my cousin. You can't
that's
tell me
my
that's not my
cousin.
cousin.
We can celebrate birthdays, okay?
Listen,
Right,
like,
doing all of the things.
you can peep genuine people or people that you
Yeah.
just want to be around and can vibe with, even if it's not on nothing serious. Even if people sometimes feel like you got to be around the same people for all things. You can have people
Right.
that you kick it with, the way that you
Correct.
like kicking
That's
it.
how I've always lived my life.
You can have people that you go to church with.
Right.
You can have people that you only do
Separate-
brunch with. You
separate
can have
groups
people
of
you do
friends.
Yeah.
mommy dates,
'Cause
business
they like different
partners.
stuff.
right.
That's what they
totally fine. Find your people in
Mhm.
all aspects. If everybody can mesh, cool. If they can't,
That's cool too.
You got separate
know,
people
but I
for
say,
that.
you know who you can do what with.
Yeah.
You can't-
Mhm.
maybe you can't go out to ratchet brunch with this friend. Maybe they just want to eat. They don't want the turn up brunch.
Mhm.
right
They just want to get some
Balance.
food and go home.
balance.
Right. So, Ship, you said it's normal for you not to communicate for days, and that's cool. You know, we all need our recharge, isolation
Mhm.
time. However, is there a period of time that you would think like, okay, now if I ain't communicated in a week and a half, 10 days, like, is there a period of time where you know, okay, so somebody gonna come looking for me
Right, or
after
something must be wrong.
right,
Right.
after however many days or a week or whatever?
Mhm.
Because again, we all need that recharge, that isolation time.
Mhm.
As much as I'm an extrovert, I also need that alone time to just be
Yeah,
by myself. I don't want to talk to nobody. Just know that I'm at home. Okay.
I don't
I'm
give
not-
myself 24 hours.
Yeah. Like,
And
I don't,
y'all
I try
will
to give
find
myself longer, but
Yeah, y'all will
never
find
happens.
y'all thing, y'all whatever works for y'all. But I got 24 hours. I feel like my mom even knows that too. Like, just don't talk to me for 24 hours. If it's something that like really would send me over the edge or have me feeling some type of way, like something big for real, give me 24 hours.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check on me tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mine is usually 72 days.
God,
Seek therapy. 72
Right.
hours. So if I
which
get
we
a
all should be doing anyway.
if I get
Hello?
a weekend by myself, that'd be great.
People like to follow Candace. People is me.
I know. I'd be like, forget it.
Listen, I'm about to run away. Like, oh, where are we going?
Where we going?
You said what you doing?
See,
Where are we going?
we follow Candace and I follow Britt. Like you
so
said,
we both
you
there.
said
You
what?
said, why y'all both sitting here?
Why y'all in my face? I said I was trying to get away.
You say,
You
Bree,
cooking?
You
Right.
Bree, you good? You good?
You cooking?
For
like-
real.
Oh, okay.
It's me seeing
Not
her
depressed and having to cook for us.
Right, like-
well, we here and we hungry, so we thought you would make us something to
It's me
eat.
seeing
Or you
her
want to order
post on
something?
Snapchat, like, oh, you cooked? All right, here I come.
It'd be them trying to get out the house. I'm trying to get away from people. Like,
Then we just dragged you to the thing a couple weeks ago. You was
What?
like, yeah, I think I'm about to
Right,
go home.
no,
Right.
for real. I was like, I'm about to go home and stare. They're like,
No, you're
you're
not.
not with
No,
us.
So yeah, I'm finna go in my room and, with the lights out, just sit in the middle of my bed and just stare. No, you're
That
not.
sounds delusional.
went to the park, listened for a little bit, like, all right, about to leave and go stare.
Right. Okay, guess we leaving too then. Bye.
Right.
You gonna stay outside a little bit longer. You
Right,
ain't
like
go home
that.
right now because you
Again,
might
get
forget about
outside
it.
and touch some grass, okay?
Mhm. Go do
Right.
something.
I
Right.
will say that my peoples at least do get me out because I will just stay in the house. Okay. And I'll probably be depressed and don't know it. But
But what's funny is I feel like, well, now Denise like outside, but I have the most fun like inside a lot of times. Honestly, like
yeah.
if it's like your people, you can have a vibe wherever. We be in the house, turned up, listening to music,
Right.
eating, drinking
Okay,
if we
Ship,
choose or
I
whatever.
get what you're saying
Like,
about now you want to test it out, but don't have us tear
Hey,
the city
hey,
up.
right. We
Don't
right
have
up at
us tear the
ambition.
city- Right.
She play too
Don't
much.
have us tearing the city up about you, okay?
We right at
Right.
ambition. In
Listen,
the emails.
Hello?
I think I got the phone number, I think.
Finna call Rashida and Marcel, like, excuse me, have y'all heard
Somebody.
some shit?
Somebody, anybody. Like, yeah, it's crazy out here.
It's been people that I hadn't talked to in like years. Like we don't talk to, but as soon as I see like a post or like they missing or something, I'm reaching out. Like,
For sure.
and they was like, dang, that's crazy. Ain't nobody, I didn't think people like really mess with me like that. I'm like, yes. Like,
Mhm.
I will
Candace
say,
is currently trying to check on the well-being of Chris Brown.
yeah, Chris.
So y'all
okay,
know.
if Chris see this,
Somebody
you see, y'all see how serious I am. I ain't even been talking like that. But I had dreams about Chris. Okay. And I'm like, is he okay? Like we was together in my dream. And okay, I like Chris Brown, but not like that. But we was together and I'm like, okay, maybe this means something. There's something wrong or going on with Chris. So I tried to send him.
always wrong or going on.
Yeah, but not for me to be having dreams about him. I'm like, if something happened to Chris, I'm gonna be pissed. So I've been trying to reach out to him.
All right,
If
do
anybody
something.
know Chris Brown, tell him to reach out to
Not if
me.
anybody know him. I'm sure she sent an email.
Yeah.
She asked me like, do y'all know how to get in contact? No, we don't.
I sent them a DM on Instagram, but I'm pretty sure his people, be watching the page and stuff.
That is not
So
Chris
I'm not a
Brown.
stalker. I'm just trying to make sure he cool.
Or
That
are
brings
you a
up
stalker?
another good point because we be really worried about the wrong stuff and the wrong people. And you got people that's right here in the same city, zip
Listen.
code, neighborhoods, and right next to you
Right.
that folks don't be looking out for.
Correct.
I had no dream about
this-
them.
well, okay. But seriously though, like check on y'all people. Like, and not like how they be posting on Facebook or somebody gets
Like,
into a
get
car accident, because
accident,
that
like, check-
pisses me off.
Right.
Have some
People,
respect.
It was an accident on
I got
42nd
99
Village.
people
Check on
that
y'all
live in the
people.
city. You don't supposed to check
Right.
on who
With
like,
this car.
with
Look.
right with a car. But anyway, like check on people that reach out to the
I
people
would say
that
check
are
on people regularly.
yeah.
Like, it don't even have to be nothing super deep. Just you cross my mind. How are
Hey,
you doing?
yeah.
Like just something very simple. It don't have to be nothing super deep. Y'all don't have to get into no deep, long, expressive,
Mhm.
heartfelt conversation. It's just very simple as you cross my mind. I was thinking about you. I'm just trying to make sure you good.
Yeah. That's sometimes all folks need, like just for you to listen or send a hey. I done seen some posts recently too where it's like I done been in such a dark space, and then somebody, whether it be somebody you haven't talked to in a while, just randomly send you a text message.
Mhm.
And you
Correct.
be like, that was God.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Send people text messages.
I got a mental health check they got to do on people.
I will say Tone will, if we haven't talked in a week or 2 weeks or something,
That's what's
he'll
up.
just
Yeah.
randomly send me a text like, "Hey, Red, just checking on you."
It's all it
So,
take.
right.
Mhm.
It's very, very simple. I'm cool. All right, cool. Just want to
Mhm.
make sure you was good.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, it don't have to be nothing long, drawn out. Just, I was checking on you. I'm trying to make sure you good.
Mm-hmm.
And also, let's start being honest, because if you're not good
Yeah.
and someone
that's
is
the thing,
checking on
too.
you, it doesn't help to say that I'm good.
Right.
Now, you don't
Mm-hmm.
have to go into nothing. Well, my dog just died the other day. You don't even have to do all of that, but just say, like, I'm not in a very good space right now.
Mhm. He's so petty. He is so petty. But that's the thing, being honest. But it goes back to being able to trust people, because
Right.
you can't tell everybody everything.
Right.
Yeah.
And we have to do a better job of receiving stuff that people say and not using it to be on some weird shit, exposing people or well,
And
such
I-
and such.
you
Just
telling
ask, be
everybody
messy,
too,
right? Like,
right.
if you are really concerned, ask to be concerned and leave it at that. Like, you don't have to go exposing everything or
I
whatever.
called Britt and she told me that she was going through this. That, like, why is that anybody's
Why are you
business?
not talking to that person?
Exactly.
Correct. So,
Like,
if
so
she,
don't reach
if
out
she
to be
was
messy
going
and
through-
petty.
If she was going through something, if
Now
she was
you done made it
I'm like,
worse.
if she was depressed, you done just made the shit 10 times worse.
Right.
Mhm. We
By
also have
calling-
to own too, and I know it's a process, but that goes up to the like societal acceptance.
Yeah.
Some people share stuff or stuff gets exposed, and that's like
The
life
end-
ending
Yeah,
or
I'm like,
devastating for
that's
them
the
because
end all be all.
they done been
gosh.
exposed about some
Right.
stuff, whether it be true or whether it not be true.
Right.
Yeah.
So I know it's easier said than done to not fall into the trap of feeling embarrassed or feeling degraded or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, depends on what it is. Those are very warranted emotions to
absolutely.
feel, but it's not the end all be all, because anything that can happen, you can literally resolve or move on from. Like,
Yeah, because people gonna talk about stuff for like a week. I mean, you
Exactly.
see it. You see it with the celebrities all the time.
Correct.
Like, oh, this gonna be talk about you. That's all you see up and down your timeline,
For a
and then it
whole
goes
5
away.
days,
Right.
And then something else happens,
it
and
catches people's
that
attention.
Exactly.
initial topic of social media has now dissipated. It's
Yeah.
long gone. People done forgot because it's something else that didn't happen on social media that has them in an uproar. So
Mhm.
you don't, and now 9 times out of 10, you don't even have to respond, because you responding is probably going to keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
It's going
Log
to
off of social media sometimes.
Yeah.
That just popped
go
into my
touch some
head.
grass.
Log
Literally.
off. Stop the scrolling. Like,
Right.
detox.
Yes.
It's always
Mhm.
something.
It's
And it's always
a-
fun and games when it's somebody else. I will say that for sure.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some people get hyped up off of that too. People going through stuff or whatever until it's you. Then you feel
Right.
some type of way.
Yeah,
Like,
correct.
have
the
grace.
social media trolls is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right.
Have
It's all-
grace.
Again, like she said, it's all fun and games until it's you.
Mhm. The bullying
Correct.
of kids, adults, all of that stuff. Like, it's
Y'all want to share and talk about and make fun and laugh and joke until it's you,
until the
it's your
tables turn.
until it's your mama, until it's your family,
Mhm.
until it's somebody, until
Your
it hits close to home,
child.
right? Until it
Yeah.
hit close to home,
Yep.
and then it's no, y'all can't do that. That's my mama. That's my child. That's
Boy,
my
no,
brother.
Right.
Like, but it was cool when
Right.
you was laughing and joking. Now,
Yeah.
but now that I'm doing it, now it's a problem.
Have grace. Well, I mean, everything's a choice. in
Right.
life. So yeah. Okay, so now dun dun dun. We got a button. Let's see. What button I want to press?
No.
Wait, what? Oh, I was like, why is that on there? I don't see a button.
Oh, I thought
Okay,
that was gonna
whatever.
play- I thought that was gonna play the actual theme
Dun,
music.
dun, dun,
That's what I was
dun.
thinking. It is not.
Whatever. Moving on. So we talked
That-
about
I hit that. It did not play the theme music. It just played the.
we talked about our struggles, some of the things that are challenging for us, whether we have children, whether we don't have children, whether we are gainfully employed or entrepreneurs.
There's that word again.
Whatever you want to call it. So my question, and again, with it being a safe space, yeah, this fly is very, very annoying. He gotta go.
You trying to get drunk?
Ain't nothing left in my cup, so there's that.
I got water, so
right. So, question of the hour for us, because again, it's all about bringing the awareness of suicide prevention. I do just want to say, like, if you've ever attempted, didn't work, you're still here.
We are
it's
proud
for a
of
reason.
you. Thank you for still being
you
here.
have another opportunity,
Yes.
another chance at life. That's another thing that I've seen too. Some people that are just here for other people. Like, we want y'all here. We want everybody here.
If you have to live for your dog, if you have to live for your cat,
Somebody, anybody.
that's completely okay.
It gets better.
Mhm.
So, have y'all ever considered or thought about suicide? I will start by saying that I've never thought about actually committing suicide, but the thought of, like, bitch, I'm tired.
Mhm.
Like, I may not want to deal with this situation. I just don't want to deal with my current situation or whatever struggles are going on. Like, I'm just tired. I'm fed up. Like, I don't know what to do. That's been my thought a lot of times in life. I have never, like, to the point of considering doing it, but I can understand when people will be like, hey, I tried, this didn't work.
Right.
I don't know what to do next. Like, I would rather just bow out. And that's a real life thing, unfortunately. So have y'all ever known anybody that's survived or had conversations with you about it? What's y'all experience?
Me personally, I have not considered suicide, but I do know of people. I don't know anyone personally that's like close to me that has considered suicide or did commit suicide. But I know of people. There are a couple of people on social media that I'm friends with that have been brave enough to share, like, today is my second birthday because today is the day that I tried to commit suicide and I was not successful. So it's been 2 years. So today is my second birthday.
Right.
So shout out to them for that. Proud of you, love you, glad that you're still here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I've had people close to me that have committed suicide. I've had people close to me that have thought about committing suicide, and thank God they're still here. And then for me, myself, I got two scenarios. So I had one scenario where I just thought about giving up, whatever that meant.
Right.
And got in an accident the same day. That woke me up. Like literally
I
that
said,
day,
girl,
that was like a sign. I was like, okay, God. And so I started watching I started to watch what I say too.
That's also a thing.
Yeah.
You have to start. Words have power.
Man.
They do.
Let's start. It goes beyond thinking positive thoughts. Like when
Speak
we say
that shit.
when we say stuff, and we can even say it jokingly, but words have power. So we need to start watch what we say, watch how we say it, because God don't play that.
And speak life into yourself.
Man.
Absolutely.
I learned my lesson that day.
Because God was like, girl, please.
Right. I was like, wonder if I just give up today. He like, well, let me show you what it look like.
This is what close to giving up look
exactly.
like.
So I had that situation. I also had a situation where I don't know if I was going to do it, but at that point I felt like I didn't have anybody, and that was included in a family. I was at my lowest at that point. I went in a relationship. I didn't have family. I was living by myself. And I remember reaching out to my now baby daddy first. My baby daddy.
And baby daddy.
And I was just like, I'm finna do this. And he like, which don't do people, was like, that's just stupid. What? At this point, we was just friends. But yeah, I had all the pills in front of me. I'm like, I'm finna do this. Like, and I've never been that low. And I was like, this is crazy. I ended up falling asleep and woke up and the pills were still there. And I'm like, it just kind of woke me up. Like, wow, I was really finna do this. But I fell asleep, like talking to him on the phone. So that's my stories.
Yeah, don't tell people that Glad you're
Right.
still here. Love you.
Right.
Right. Glad you're narcoleptic. Like
Right.
not even kidding. Because again, God
No,
be
for
like,
real.
baby,
Preventing
bye.
stuff. Yeah.
Girl, please.
Like I feel like I've heard that in a couple of instances where you just like they just
Yeah.
like fall asleep. Like
And I didn't think I could have kids. I was having health issues too. I really wanted kids. So I'm like, what am I here for? Like,
That
that's
can-
literally how I felt.
Okay,
Like,
so
now you
that's-
got a
that
lot of
also
them.
brings up another point. Let's stop. I won't say shaming, but just talking to people without kids. Well, you ain't got no kids. Why are you depressed? You don't know someone's story. They may be again having health issues,
Can't
want
have
kids, and
kids.
can't have kids. So
Right.
you saying you ain't got no kids? Why are you depressed? Boom, trigger moment.
right. That's why.
So now,
Right,
now you're getting
like,
cussed out.
Thank you.
Like that could cause someone to be suicidal because now you're telling me I don't have any reason to be depressed. I don't have any kids, but I've wanted kids. I can't have kids for whatever reason.
Mhm.
And now you're in my face telling me I don't have a reason to be depressed because
You
I don't have
never
kids.
know what people are going
So
through.
let's just stop the whole like
Yeah.
shaming of people without children because you never know what the reason is behind them not having children.
Mhm. Stop shaming people. And yeah, please don't tell nobody like, well, that's stupid when it comes to you. Because that's like very courageous to even go to somebody and be like, I'm considering
Right.
doing this.
Right.
I'm not just telling you this for
Just-
fun.
right.
I would hope that someone wasn't doing that for fun or to get attention or whatever.
Right.
But if they're brave enough to come to you and say, like, I'm considering, I have considered, and you just go off like, well, that's dumb as fuck. Like,
You got kids, you got a business. Why
what
you
about
do that?
what about me though?
Right.
Like, people are still people regardless of
Correct.
whatever your titles are. Because you was a
You
a
were-
child before you was a mother. You was yourself before you was a mother. Like, you
Right.
was yourself before you was married. You was yourself before you was a business owner, an employee. You are
Correct.
still you, and you got to focus on you and your mental health before anything.
You
Like, I'm a
can't pour
firm
from an
believer on
empty
that.
cup. You
Yeah.
can't pour from an empty cup. So if you're busy pouring into other people, I'm pouring into
Yeah.
my business, I'm pouring into my children, I'm pouring into my household.
Well, they all good.
That-
Yeah.
But what
They-
about
what
you?
about
At,
me?
the,
They
at the
good.
end of the day, after you're done pouring into everybody else, now what do you
Mhm.
have left for yourself?
Yeah.
Mental health is real, and that's what
Mhm.
we're talking about. Like, yeah, be considerate, have some compassion for people if they are open enough to come share with you, even the ones that are saying like, I attempted,
Right.
even if they're not coming to you and saying, I want to do it now, or I thought about it. That's something to be very reassuring about. Like, we've been saying, like, I'm glad that you didn't move forward with that. Like,
Right.
how can I help you?
It's always the response, whatever happens, how can I help you?
How can I help you?
The whole, why would you do that? That's dumb. You got this, you got that. None of that matters.
And you can't help
Yeah.
people how you think you should help them.
correct. You can't help people how you would want to be helped.
Mhm.
That's not how this goes. Well, if it was me, I would want, but it's not you. So
It's the same like love languages,
Yeah.
like communication languages, of
Yeah.
how people receive stuff and what's going to work for them and their well-being. And I
Mhm.
mentioned therapy previously.
and therapy doesn't look the same for everybody. We all need a therapist, but therapy doesn't look the same for everybody.
I was just sharing with somebody earlier about the post I made a couple days ago, which was a result of some other posts that have been on Facebook of these terrible experiences with therapists, Black therapists specifically. And one of the things that they brought up when I told them about my post was like, because when I was commenting to you, I was saying that supporting people in your community seems like a good thing, but it cannot always be beneficial to you. So don't feel obligated to support somebody or
Right.
something if it's not beneficial to
Mhm.
you. You can
Yeah.
have have it at the forefront of your mind, I want to support my community, but if it's not a good fit, it's just not a good fit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the point that was brought up was that us as Black people in the community, we're going to Black therapists. Who's to say? Because therapists do need therapists.
They do. And
If
that
they're
post was a
Black
perfect example.
and
that-
I'm traumatized, you still somewhere deep down probably got some of them same generational curses that
Absolutely.
maybe
Right.
you haven't worked through. So the way
Right.
that you're responding to me as another Black person
right.
Yeah.
shows me that we damn near on the same boat. Like you
Right.
just got some credentials possibly. And that's not to say that everybody that's a Black therapist or a minority therapist is that way.
Yeah.
But if you come across some of those people, it's like it should be just like a light bulb, like, damn, like sis need therapy too.
No,
Right.
for
And I
real.
put that on there because it's like in my spiritual bag, I feel like it's literally an attack on us seeking therapy.
Yeah.
Because for so long we've been stagnant because of generational curses.
And
If we was to go to therapy and rectify that shit,
listen,
baby,
listen.
how y'all
Talk
gonna
about
stop us? What y'all gonna do now?
overturning the world.
What
okay?
y'all gonna do now?
Yeah.
Yeah, because for so long, therapy was a dirty word.
Yep,
Oh,
it
you
was
going
a
to
stigma.
therapy? Oh my
Mhm.
God.
Mhm.
Why would you do that? You going to
Hey,
talk to them?
LaShonda,
You going to talk to them? Oh, you must be crazy. Like
I ain't going to sell nobody couch.
Right.
Send me to the couch.
I'm not
Right.
going to
I
tell
don't
them
trust them
strangers
people.
my business.
Right.
I'm not going to tell them white
But you
people my
trust
business.
your uncle, cousin, baby daddy, sister who putting your shit on Facebook.
Listen,
Correct.
listen. At least
And they
have
not
a
helping
confiden-
you
At least they got a confidentiality clause.
Mhm.
Like
and are licensed to assist.
right.
You're not just telling people business just to tell them.
So you feel more comfortable telling somebody else your business who will likely put it on social media later on to embarrass you
Or tell somebody and they're
Right.
not helping you resolve
they're not
the
right.
issue.
The point of therapy is to get you through whatever you're going
Mhm.
through, so you
Right.
don't stay there.
Seek therapy if you feel like it's a necessity or if you feel like you need it. It should be a necessity in most cases until you feel like you get to a point where it's not a necessity, because typically how they do it, like you start off going very frequently,
Right.
and then
They'll
it might
start
just be
reduce
as
the-
needed
yeah.
or whatever, but go like
You might start off going every week.
whether it's state insurance, whether you got to pay out of pocket,
Right. Through your job.
right through
yeah.
your job.
EAP, yeah.
People find money to pay for everything the hell else.
Absolutely.
Right.
Drinking, which is something that covers up depression. You're
Right,
not really
right.
getting to the root of the problem, whether or drugs,
Drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
whatever your vice may be, that's covering up or putting a band-aid over.
So you can
what
if
your
you can
issue
find
really
money
is.
for all of that. You can find
And I ain't
money
judging,
to-
because baby, we gonna spend some money on
correct.
some stuff that we
We
probably
will.
don't need to be spending money on. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, they got to end, and y'all need to go to therapy.
Basically. And a lot of therapists have a sliding scale, so you can
If you
pay
gotta
what
pay out of pocket,
right? If
yeah.
you have to pay out of pocket, they have a sliding scale. They'll ask you, okay, well, what's your budget? What can you afford right now?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I feel like
They'll
there's
work with
really
you.
not a whole lot of like excuses, because like they have a sliding scale. So if you can only pay $25 every visit, then that's fine. That's what
Yeah.
you can pay.
Mm-hmm. Or people be like, you mentioned job. So part of the reason or part of the issues that we not really educated on like the insurances and stuff too. Because I know my
Yeah.
first couple of like real jobs, I'm looking at the benefits like, what the?
Absolutely.
I didn't even know that you had to, like, for 401ks. I just thought, okay, I didn't know you had to pick the stuff and make all this selection. I ain't know nothing about none of that. So let alone me having to think about healthcare benefits or which coverage I should get, all of those things. But if they offer that at your job, make sure that you get a good understanding of what your options are. Even if you're
Yeah.
paying like, what is it, the high deductible,
healthcare
whatever.
plan. And a lot of those,
Yeah.
speaking from experience, a lot of those high deductible healthcare plans come with a card.
Something.
They come with like a over the counter card, so
Mhm.
that they're taking money out of your check every week, every 2 weeks, every month,
Mhm.
however often you get paid, and putting it on that card.
Yeah.
And that's for all of your healthcare needs. That includes therapy. So
Yep.
again, if you have to pay out of pocket, use that card to pay for your visits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it can be expensive.
It can.
It for sure can be.
It absolutely can. But hey, it's coming out your check anyway. It's your money. So you
Mhm.
use it for therapy, use it for whatever you need it for healthcare related. But
Mhm.
yeah.
I feel like I'm getting attacked in here.
That's how I felt. I'm
What's
glad he
happening?
over there now.
What is happening here? But yeah, no, that's definitely outside of therapy. Do y'all have any practices, techniques that y'all do that
Sleep.
are free or cheaper than
Sleep is
therapy?
free.
In the meantime, it is free, but if you wake back up and you wake back up and go back to the same shit that you went to sleep on,
No, actually I feel
it's
like-
temporary.
Right.
Temporary fix.
Very, very temporary, okay? Because some people are depressed because they can't sleep. They don't have good sleep habits. They only
Mhm.
sleep
Yeah.
2 or 3
Ooh.
hours every night. So, or
your body is
however-
deprived, sleep
Yeah.
deprived.
So that
I
can
would
also
say
be a cause of
change your
depression.
diet also.
Yeah.
Sometimes the things that you intake in your system can cause a lot of mental health issues that we really don't know about. You know what I'm saying? So the more like greasy foods and stuff make you feel a little more sluggish. It makes you feel a little more depressed.
And drink more water.
Yes, definitely water. Eating fruits. I listen to music.
I was gonna say,
Fasting.
yeah, I definitely
Right.
listen to music.
Listen to the right music,
right.
depending
Yeah,
on
I
what
was about to say,
state
you
of
don't
mind you're in.
You already depressed. You don't want to listen to no depression.
Set it
ass
off
music.
in his butt.
Right. Now
Like,
you ready to
no.
take somebody out? Like no.
Something
No,
that gets you
no.
excited. Some happy music.
Yeah, some
For
feel
real
good
happy.
music.
Look, that actually pisses a lot of people
Oh,
off.
what's his name? Andre 3000 little
His
meditation
jazz, right, little
album.
I listen to a lot of Reiki music, sometimes African beats
Water
and stuff like
sounds
that.
on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Listen, let me tell you about Candace and these YouTube videos, okay? She gonna find some stuff. We be at her house, but we really be at the beach. Or we be at her house and really be at a cafe.
At the jazz cafe.
Like, it be taking me a minute to really figure out what's going on. I'm just in there like, yeah, so I'm like, what is this music? They look at the TV like, nigga, like this is a whole cafe. They got the little tables, this little cats walking around.
Got a little cats walking
my
around.
little computer like
Really setting the ambiance. Or the night music for the kids. Lonnie be turning music on for herself sometimes. Like, you know
Yes.
what?
Kids be knocked out. Let me tell y'all how one time Brittany and her kids was over.
Listen.
And they always up at the crack of dawn. I'm like, is they okay? I had to keep going in there like they good. Brittany texted me like, we
It
are
was
still
at 1
asleep.
o'clock.
Right.
It was like 1 o'clock. The kids had finally got up. I was like, the room's still dark as hell. This music still playing. I think it was like an 11-hour video on YouTube. I woke up like, who am I? Where am I? I text her like, why am I just waking up and it's 1 p.m.?
I'm telling you.
That was some good sleep.
Girl,
that-
listen, I don't even think we had went out or was drunk or
No,
nothing.
y'all
right?
turn on YouTube. Okay.
Y'all gonna get y'all some
Type
good
in
sleep.
sleeping music.
Right, some meditation
Look, let me
music.
tag Trey
some
because
Reiki.
She is the queen of 3-hour nights.
Yeah,
4-hour
sis
nights.
need to.
No, she need to turn on that music.
Oh, you can definitely see a therapist online. Thank you.
Mhm.
I don't know how I feel about those. Like, I had a therapist and I would go in. It's just something about going. Like, I'm out of my element. I'm
I
not
was
at
about to
my
say,
house.
yeah, I'm
But when I
not-
wasn't available to go in, I could
She
meet with
could,
her.
yeah.
yeah, the virtual sessions.
Yeah.
yeah.
It
I
just
don't
depends on
know.
your preference.
Yeah, I feel like going in was more.
I want to sit on the
beneficial.
couch.
Yeah, it was a little. It was
They
a little
couch.
bit more right. It was a little bit more beneficial to me. It felt more personal. It felt more impactful.
No distraction.
Yeah, I used to be excited to see my therapist. Like,
I like to go in.
I actually miss her.
Right. Yeah. Therapy is good. We should go. Oh, the white noise. I got a
yeah.
sound machine at my suite too, with like the different settings on there. So it's like white noise.
I
got a
even had
forest
the
on
anxiety
rain.
music for puppies because my dog used to be crazy at night. So
You
she'd
need
be
to
in the
put
living
that
room
in
in her
thing
cage,
with her.
and I would have a puppy thing on. She'd be in there knocked out. I'm like, okay.
You just play that all day because that puppy is crazy.
Leave Sky alone. She don't mean no harm.
Puppy is crazy. Yeah, well, I think that's all we really have. Moral of the story is take care of yourself.
Yeah.
We love y'all. Suicide Prevention Month. Let's keep it prevention. We don't want it to be again triggering for anybody that has experienced attempts or
Knows
any of those
anyone.
things. Yeah. We here for y'all. Find y'all people.
Find your tribe.
Find your people that will check on you, check
That
in
whole
with
mantra
you.
of no new friends is dead. Okay.
Been
Yes.
dead.
We love to say no new friends, but again, we just met our cousin last week, and that's family. Okay.
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
we love cousin.
That's not a thing for real.
So
Everybody
Yes.
needs new
Yeah.
friends.
Because
Like,
new
and you
friends
go into
can
different,
offer- yeah.
like, what do you call
Yeah.
it? Levels? I would say
Yeah.
levels, because
Yeah.
life is at this point is a
For sure.
That's what
damn
I'm saying.
game.
Like
It's a
you
simulation.
grow, so you're different
Different
from how you
stages
was.
of life.
Yeah,
Is what I was trying to say.
Those
Right.
friends that you have from childhood, that's cool and all.
Right.
But they
They was
don't.
your friends for a different reason.
Right.
Mhm. Are they
So-
growing with you? Are y'all
Right.
on the
Are they-
same thing?
Are they
Motivate-
helping you?
yeah.
Or are they keeping you stagnant?
Are they distracting you?
Listen, so you need those new friends to help you level up.
Mhm.
Those new friends can grow with you. The new you, they know the new
They
you.
could
so
be part of
those-
the depressive. That's another thing. Another little quick tidbit tip. Like, make sure that when you are in a space to share, ask people, get the confirmation from people that they are in a space to receive, because we don't want to impose on other people. We never know what somebody else is going through. Just because we're going through something, we may think that we're the only people going through something, and that's not the case. It doesn't mean that you can't reach out. Yes, but be mindful, be respectful of sharing and receiving.
Yeah.
Don't be the friends, like, again, the Facebook poster was like, I'm tired of my friend talking about the same stuff and blah, blah. Well, don't be friends with her.
Right.
I don't know what to tell you, because that's not really your friend. Like, you can definitely give advice. What Candy tell me the other day? I text her like, hey.
What?
She's like, well, you can ask me. I'm going to give you an answer. You're not going to listen to it, but go ahead. But she let me still ask.
I did.
So
still, I can listen to you. You're probably not going to take my advice.
Right.
Come on with it.
then I'm still going to tell you what I got to say.
I got to tell her what I don't want her to do.
You're probably still going to do this, but
then she'll be like, God damn it, I thought I told you. Like,
Right.
oh, well, God had told me.
Like
Something
God.
different.
Candace to Brittany, Brittany to me. It's a cycle.
It's a circle of life.
This fly is plotting on
Same.
us.
I could have if I wasn't playing. He like, bitch, I'm back. What y'all got coming up in the next weeks until we meet again?
Celebrating Virgo season. These Virgos is Virgo.
Stay tuned for the birthday stories for real, because we need to be on straight
Bullshit.
yes. So the
Okay.
next
They
episode,
already on it. Ain't even here yet.
I gotta prepare. Virgo's plan. Virgos have to plan, so I need it. And my birthday's a week away,
So it's not right. So it's really not that like.
and that's rare for me. Like, normally I'd be like, okay,
a
we
month in
doing.
advance.
I just was not really on that this year, but
until
I was, and then whatever. So okay, so we celebrating the Virgo. Shout out to us. What else we got
Yes.
going on?
I think. what
Um,
else? I'm like, I think
the
that's
I
next
just
week
got a
or
lot of
so?
appointments. It's just a busy month. Appointments.
A lot of
and-
events
and
Yeah,
birthdays.
a lot of
birthdays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's all I got.
That's all I have.
My calendar is full. Every
Literal-
weekend into the end of the month.
Literally. And then the next month as well. Candace's like,
Okay.
I don't got nothing to do in October, but what
you
about
do.
July? Oh,
Ah.
shit.
Ah, wait. You're right. I do got something to do.
Yeah, so we're celebrating birthdays. We're celebrating life until next episode.
Yes, we are
Hope that y'all
celebrating
do
life,
the same. Celebrate
Celebrating
y'all
life.
successes.
Thanks for coming and sharing y'all
Yes, for being
y'all
vulnerable.
opinions and stuff with us.
We gonna check in on y'all. Y'all check in on y'all
Check-
people. Check in with us.
us.
Right. This
Listen, the whole no new
Twin.
friends is dead. You find your tribe, find you a therapist, go touch some grass.
that's the takeaways.
Right.
Yes.
Therapist, tribe, grass.
That's a form of therapy too, actually.
You can.
Shout out to TDR.
I think that was a shameless plug.
it definitely was. It definitely was.
Or you can connect with Tone.
Podcasts are here because it's their therapy.
Shout out to Hoshly
Well,
Awkward.
I was like, that's my longest running therapeutic podcast.
Shout out to Hoshly Awkward. She has
Mhm.
definitely said on multiple occasions she pod to as her therapy.
Is that a
Does she
verb?
do- Huh? Yes. Hoshly Awkward. Yes.
No,
The
bro, you said pod.
Oh, yes.
It's
It's
hot.
yes.
It's called
She
potty.
yeah. She
Oh.
pods.
We're new to the community, apparently.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. She pods as a form of therapy. Now she also has a therapist, but in addition to that,
Balance.
this is her therapy.
Yeah, I have a lot of people who go to therapy and they start a podcast as an extension to their therapy.
I get that because that's how I am on Snapchat. I got my Snapchat people. Denise be
For
like,
sure,
this is a
because-
long
Her hour-long
I'll just be like-
stories. I be trying to listen, but then after the first
Right,
after the first, I'm like, all right now, okay. I
God
don't know
damn
what
it.
you're talking about. All right, get to the end.
Okay.
Don't.
I just listen. I listen
Just
to
said,
the
hey,
first
hey,
five.
snap. She about the kids. Hey, snappers.
No, for real. Y'all
Hey,
make sure y'all follow
Chatty
me.
patties.
Right. Hey, chatty patties. I ain't checked in with y'all
Like,
today.
please.
So,
Looking
I'm
like
on my way
Malia,
taking
first
this
of all.
in.
In the car smiling, teeth out.
See,
Like, can you get to
listen.
work already? Because this is
So I'm
too
on my way
much.
to work, and I just want to have a conversation with y'all. You know, I haven't talked to y'all in a couple of days.
Popping into my
So
head.
I've been busy, you know, with the kids. You know, we had a birthday party. It really wasn't supposed to be a
Looking
birthday
like-
party, but it turned into a birthday party. And
Just
then she
staring.
had
Wait, did you
had
see
a
the one,
sleepover.
the recent one, Malia in the background? Like,
You said she's still talking. God damn. Still talking.
Again, I listened to the first 5.
Go live.
you know, I'm trying. I've been so comfortable with Snapchat. I don't know what about Instagram. I can see people staring at me.
Will you go live? Or what you mean?
Yeah, like I know, but y'all here. It's like
Oh.
me talking to myself.
Going live by yourself is actually
It's
pretty
awkward.
awkward. Like I'll
can
be
see
wanting to
people
do
looking at
better,
me.
but it's just like, and then it's the whole safety thing. Like I don't need y'all knowing where I'm at,
Yeah. But she
so
be in
I'll
the
post
car,
a video
so-
afterwards.
Yeah,
Like she be in the car. She be in the car just driving.
and I make sure I'm a little bit away from my house. I'm like, oh, I know that street.
Just talking. Just talking.
Again, I listened to the first 5 and the last
then-
3. Everything in between, I done missed it. I done missed. I done
Her and
missed
Taylor,
everything
be
in-
Taylor eating or something.
Yes, yes. Okay, so for the TikTok, girlies.
Where the food at?
Listen,
I'm rapping already.
so she just had a cucumber one. I actually watched the whole thing. Today. I actually watched the whole.
I saw
she
it
was
pop
like-
up on my page.
She's like, okay, for the TikTok girlies, so I got the cucumber. If y'all know, you know. Like, so we're gonna cut it up. We're gonna put it in the bowl. For real, she absolutely is a content creator, and I love that for her.
Mhm. I just don't have the
again,
attention
I was about to say, I
span.
don't have-
That's why I do reels. That's all I got for y'all.
Yeah, I do reels too.
Short
Attention span
clips because
of
I don't have a long
goldfish.
attention span, so I know good and well if it is past 30 seconds, I'm like, too long.
Yep.
Cut it down.
I would play music too.
What you mean?
Like I
If
just
you was
play
going
In
it.
her-
live?
yeah, in her,
if
in her story, she
depending
can
on
play
what I'm
music in the
playing.
background.
Mhm. Follow us on the socials, okay?
Right, we got
underscore.
most of
Where's
us-
my underscore? Nope.
Uh,
It's not underscore. Ceylani dot mom. Did he put the right stuff on there? I don't think mine got a dot. Oh my god. Ceylani mommy. What is? Oh, that's part of the L. Wait, what is that? I can't tell.
Oh my god.
Ceylani mommy. CELANIMOMMI.
I am Miss MISS Red _ 091 on Instagram.
I am Can Marie, CANMAR. Wait.
Help her, Lord.
Oh, please.
Right, I pull them up.
Please.
And then, of course, follow the Mamas We Made It Instagram,
Yes.
Ah, yeah.
TikTok. I think it's just straight up Mamas We Made It. You look good. She
I
on
was
something
trying-
totally
All right,
different.
wait.
was
It's
trying to-
Can, like CANMARIEN.
Wow. Can
On Instagram.
underscore Marie.
No, ain't no underscore.
I thought you just said. Oh, I'm
So
tripping.
our Instagram is
Help us, Lord.
MAMAS _ We Made It. Follow
Mamas
us
We Made
follow
It.
us on Instagram.
Y'all can see all of our pages tagged on there. Because
Right.
clearly we a little challenge with giving our name. So
Yeah,
Yeah, and
follow
I
us
got
on IG and
I got
TikTok.
different names. I
Yeah.
shouldn't use the same name.
I got about 10
would be
pages.
smart, but we don't do that.
But you know, I had Snapchat since I was a model.
Oh, right.
Oh, do I?
Oh, do
That's
I?
why I said just go to the Mamas We Made It page.
And you
We
can
all
find
on
all of
there.
us,
We
right.
all on there. So yeah. We'll go ahead and wrap it up with our motivational song of the week. It's your girl Cardi B. Get up 10, because one thing we don't do is stay down.
Okay.
Period.
Thank
Have
y'all.
a
We
good
love
week.
y'all. Have a great week.
Bye.
They gave a bitch 2 options, stripping or lose. Used to dance in a club right across from my school. I said dance, nah, fuck, don't get it confused. Had to set the record straight cause bitches up to assume. Mama couldn't give it to me, had to get it in Sue's. Lord only knows how I got it in shoes. I was covered in dollars, now I'm dripping in jewels. A bitch play with my money, might as well spit in my food.